Action.
What's up, Life One? Hey, family, how y'all doing today? That's your
Was
host, Life A1. I'm the co-host on Monday, Sam T. And we got a returning guest again, the OG, Andrew.
yes,
How you
Facts.
doing,
sir. Was
Andrew?
Gucci.
But before we get started, make sure y'all subscribe, hit that
Facts.
like button so we can keep doing fun things like this.
Facts. Facts. And I feel like every time we do one, we always get better in some kind of way.
I
And
agree with that. I
hey,
agree with that
you gotta be
wholeheartedly.
better. The goal is to be better than you were yesterday, right?
Sometimes, I,
Amen.
sometimes
Amen.
I think I am, but sometimes I also be like, "Am I better than yesterday?"
I try to do it. I try.
Facts. Facts.
So, what we starting off with today?
Shit, we can pick up where Andrew was just talking about. Where we could pick up with what Andrew was just talking about right before we got on, which was it feel like the grind never end, but we know it's worth it.
Oh yeah, and how there's so many ways to make money.
Yeah. And for some reason my brain just keeps picking one.
Man, it's I don't know. I feel the same way. Like it's like a journey of my life. Like, what do I want to do now?
Facts.
And then like once you get in that journey, you have to be driven and not because it's gonna be days where you're not gonna see the progress, but those are days you have to stick with. Like
I was
if you,
Amen.
yeah,
Amen.
I would say those are the hardest days because it depends on what you're doing. Because like if you're doing something where like oh, there's a for sure bigger goal that can be accomplished. Like it's very clear. Let's put it in sports terms. Like let's say there's a Super Bowl. Like there's something that is specific that you know you can accomplish if you work hard enough, even if you don't see the results right away, you know that like it will get you towards that Super Bowl. I feel like in real life, we don't know when our Super Bowl is. So like it'd be hard to stay on it. You know what I'm saying? It'd be hard to be like, all right, I'm gonna get up and try again today. Like
but that's the thing. Like sports, if you don't try, you will never get a chance at the opportunity to play in that Super Bowl.
that's a very true statement. Yeah.
But so that's why I tell people like, but you give yourself a chance by trying. That's why we love sports.
Trying and showing up, man.
Yeah,
If
half of
you
the
show up, they like I think I said this last time. I heard my bad. I'm scared fixing the screen, but I
You're
think I
good.
watched some Andrew Tate video. I like a lot of Andrew Tate stuff. But he said he goes if you I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to take a day off. Like if the business is closed or you can't work like every day. I mean, no, I mean, somebody take. I mean, I'm sure somebody does work every day. They're crazy as hell. They're just like a robot. But
Right.
they say like whether it be hitting the gym or working or something, you should be doing something every day. Whether it's like a little exercise, go for a little jog, read a couple pages, have some good convos about life. Like do something to develop yourself either with your job, your fitness, your network, your peoples, your connections, learn something new, even just a little added knowledge about a skill or a certain thing. But like if you just show up pretty much every day or hardly take any days off, that's also like you get that one lucky day when you get that breakthrough, you know what I mean? Or something happens that day that you didn't expect to. You're like, oh shit, like you know what I
True.
mean? Like I
Yeah.
watched some video about that where it's like if you just hardly take any days off and you're present every day with work or what he was referring to work that time. It's like then you can't miss that one lucky day that you would have not had you not been there. You know what I mean?
yep.
So it's consistency, man, and discipline and self-talk and your thoughts and manifesting things. It's crazy the power that stuff has. You know what I'm
And it
saying?
also is like trying to find something that you like, trying to find something that you love, even if the money's not coming.
Yeah. Because
Like
it'll
I,
come
Yeah, that's
eventually.
true.
When
Yeah,
you
that's
find
true.
something you love and you get good at it, the money will eventually come.
It's
yeah,
like it's like the money finds you at that point.
yeah. Cause
Yes.
someone's gonna see your talents and be like, you know what? You can help me. We can work together. And you'll be like, wow, I was just having fun. And next thing I know, I'm making money doing it.
See, I feel like I utilize that skill you're talking about. I feel like I utilize it in my friendships more than I do with like
But
anything like career based. I
we now
feel
gotta
like
take it to the business side of the world.
yeah, I got to take it to the business side because I feel like that's how I met y'all, right? Like the days I'm like, do I want to go out? Do I want to do this? And then I go out, then I meet Sam. And then another time I might go out. I'm like, man, I don't. Is it worth it? Like I'm gonna go. I only got $100 and I'm about to go to the bar and about to spend 40 of it. That's a good significant amount of money I got. But then I end up meeting Andrew. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what do you, it's like, is the trade-off worth it? So I've done it in my friendships. Now I need to start translating it to the career side. Like, oh, fuck it. I'm just going to show up today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who I'm going to meet. I don't know what kind of money I'm going to make, but like, this is a career I like to do. So let me show up. I think that's like one of my biggest, I ain't going to say struggles, but like the hump I'm trying to get over.
Like
Dude, I hear you.
it's like this camp I did. It was like one of these camps I did Saturday, and we had a former pro assistant coach there, but now he's being a pro, coaching overseas to be a coach. And he gave the kids advice, and his one thing he said, like he told like Andrew just said, is consistency and showing up. And the one thing he says, no guarantee that you will make it to the pro. It won't. It's no guarantee that you will go D1. But he said, I will guarantee you this: if you don't put the work in, you will never get to put yourself in a position to become a
Very
D1 athlete.
true. Very true.
Yeah,
He's
I would
like,
agree with that.
he
It's
was
just with
like,
sports, you can see it. I feel like
yeah.
the real life stuff, that's where it get difficult. When you go through your day to day, you go to work, you go home, you might have something you do outside of work. I feel like that's where it get difficult, where you like, at least with sports, you like, hey, I know if I go hard this practice, this will get me starting in the game by this Friday.
But there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee that you'll start. Cause
That
let's say,
life, you just made a good point, man. That is true. I feel the same way because I asked
like,
myself today, I was like, man, I was like, really, Monday through Thursday, it's just like get up, eat a little something, brush my teeth, clean up, get right, work, do this, that, talk to a couple people, see some things on social media, maybe post a little something here and there, work, calls, work, computer stuff, work, and then like maybe go to the gym and then like that's your day. And that's it's like,
but that's that's
it's
a
like
that's a productive day though.
yeah, but then you start asking yourself, it's like, well, how long? I've done this for a long time. And then, here and there, you might be not be working for a little while, but it's like, you know, it's like, what's my life always going to be like, or is this where I'm always going to be, or because you want to get to that point where you can just work on your own terms and work from wherever and
Facts.
not be reliant. It's about getting ahead and getting us to where you want to be with your business career, your finances. It's about having the freedom. You know what I'm saying? Like I got one of my homies, he's like 39. I was actually one of my homies I was down in Miami with. He's 39 and he can pretty much he ain't going crazy places, but he like a couple days, he spent a couple days in Chicago and then he goes to like North Carolina, and then he goes to Medellin, Colombia, South America, and then he meets me in Miami because I'm be down, and he's just doing that. And it's like, I'm like, bro, I'm like, ain't you working? He's like, I don't really have to, man. He's like, I got like six rental properties. I got like eight boat slips. He like rents out boat slips to people on boats down in Florida. He goes here and there. I'll do a little work on my properties or maybe a little like construction job here and there. But he's like, with my rental properties making money, my boat slips. He goes, I don't really like. I can still make a couple $100,000 a year and not have to work. I'm like, fuck. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
Yeah,
that. It's the freedom is what it
Yeah.
is. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I
Because
guess
when you
that's
have
how
that
Super
freedom,
Bowl.
that's when you have the
Yeah.
time to learn new things, to develop new things. It's having the extra time to do other stuff, whether it be leisure, whether it be travel, whether it be work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel
Are you go?
like, oh, go ahead, Sam.
Oh, you go. You got it.
No, I was gonna say like I think you're right, but it's like I think that's like my personal Super Bowl. Like that's how I want to be. Like even if I am just traveling back and forth in the US, that would still feel better than feeling trapped in one spot and
Totally.
working the same 9 to 5 to make it by. You know what I'm saying? That would feel a lot better. Even though I'm still in the US, that would still feel a lot better. So that's like my personal Super Bowl. and I know the way I want to do it, but then I got my real life circumstances, and the real life circumstances that right there, that's I feel like for me personally, that's my most frustrating because I work 6 days a week, and you would think a person that works 6 days a week got at least a few grand saved up, and it's like, bruh, the way that I don't know if I'm not being financially responsible or whatever words I want like to describe it, but it's also like, bruh, it's like I literally feel like that's my only thing I'm doing. And it's like I want that freedom of being like, you know what? I made 10 grand today online. I'm gonna go to Chicago and go do something and I'll make money in Chicago too, and that's fine. Like I'd rather I don't know, because I feel like when it comes to success, and people, no matter how successful you get, there's always a struggle. There's always going to be. I feel like that's the one. Like you said, you mentioned Andrew Tate. I feel like I heard him say this before, and I thought about this before I saw that video. I was like, there's always a struggle as a man. It's just we got to pick our struggle. It's like once you do get
Dude,
the success,
yes.
your new struggle might be like a relationship or your health. So now you really have to go to the gym or something like that. You know what I mean? Like but it's the other side of the struggle that makes it difficult to even those are like happy struggles. It's like, okay, at least I'm not worried about the money. It's like when you're on the other side and you're worried about the money, it's like you got the money part plus those. So it's like trying to figure out like I don't know. I'll be watching Andrew Tate. I'm not saying he's always correct, but sometimes he says stuff that I feel like it insults me, but it
I'm
actually
dead.
motivates me to go harder.
Him and
No,
what's
I
that?
take it. I mean, like, it's just like he really ain't trying to put nobody. He's only putting down the people that ain't trying,
True,
that
true.
don't want to be better, that aren't like don't even desire. Like you got the burning fire, you got the desire, you got you want to be taking your what you're doing, whatever it is, to the next level. You want to be making this happen. And the thing is, people don't like realize, man, shit takes fucking time. It does. Shit hardly rarely happens overnight. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be that one moment, that one opportunity, but it took time to get there. And that's what people don't see. But man, he said some points, like I saw one of his videos today, and I'm like, at least I'm a little further beyond this to at least most of the people I deal with in life. But when I fucking he's saying like when I give a guy a promise or something, the deal's done. Or when I give a woman a compliment, her heart's mine. You know what I mean? Or like he says shit like this. He's like you can't go through life like being a grown man and like either not having your own thing, or like if when I yell, people are scared. I'm like, well, when I yell, people are scared. So I'm like, at least I got that. But like, it's just like, and he made a point. He's like, he makes good points. I'm like, dude, he's right. It doesn't. I don't take it personally. He's just telling people, and not everybody's going to be. And there's various things, man. There's a beauty in simplicity, and there's a beauty in like not everybody's meant to be a CEO, or like you can't. Not everyone in the world can be fucking rich. If everyone
Yeah,
was a millionaire, everyone would be broke because they just make the world more expensive. You know what I mean? So
That's
it's
deep.
like not every like you can't all be about. And I'm not saying don't chase goals and this and that. Yeah, you should have goals, but it's not all about financial or career goals or materialistic goals or
yeah.
certain, it's about self-fulfillment. A lot of people don't have that. Like it's cool when you see people that just have a job that they love, make a living on. They're not loaded or anything, not rich, but they make a living, and they have fulfillment, and they're happy with themselves. They're
Gotta
happy in
be
their
happy with life.
yeah, they're happy in their relationships, their friendships, they're happy with their situations, and they have true fulfillment. And that's what life's supposed to be about. Because in social media and all this shit and stuff has made people lose that. I feel like it's like everyone's trying to keep up with the Joneses and look what they don't got, and look what this and look what that, and they feel empty. But it's like, man, the purpose of life is to be fulfillment. Because it's like if we're always just chasing something and we're just chasing and we don't have it, people aren't happy. It's like you got to have fulfillment. You know what I mean? So that's one thing that I think our society, especially because of social media, has kind of lost a lot of touch of, you know what I'm saying?
So that one. What you was about to say, Sam?
No, I'm just saying like it's just like life is just about being happy. Like what J. Cole saying, "Love yours." Is always gonna be a better chick on the block and all that. There's always gonna be somebody that got more money, got a hotter girl, nicer car. But if you're not happy with you got, how can you never gonna be happy?
See, I have a conundrum with that because I heard that phrase from social media, and part of me agrees with it, and then part of me don't agree with it. Right? Part of me agrees with it because, like, honestly, yeah, I probably, regardless if I got one shirt and one pair of shoes, I should be happy that I got that. Right? But the other part of me don't agree with that because it's like, bro, then like, what if I'm allowing people to treat me however they feel like treating me versus like how I think I should be treated? So that's the part of me that don't fully agree with it because it's like I think where that phrase comes from is like from people who have reached a certain level in life and not necessarily being rich, like kind of like what Andrew was talking about. I don't think it's necessarily being rich. By certain level, I mean like you've gotten things that you wanted or you like, and those things made you happy. So like maybe don't look at other people's stuff and like think that they got it better. But also, it's like, bro, I've been in situations where shit, I wish I had $5 to go get some food, and I might have only had a bag of chips. I definitely wasn't just like, oh, I'm so happy with this bag of chips. I'm like, bro, like I
He
need to
said, "I need
figure out a
another.
way to
I
go
need some
do something.
more."
Yeah, I'm like, I gotta figure something out. And then there's also been times where like I've been with a girl that she's decently attractive, and then yes, I will see a girl that is more attractive. And do it mean that like I don't value the girl in front of me? Not necessarily, but
He said, "I want that over there."
so it's like I have a conundrum with that phrase because it's like, and my brain is trying to figure out like, what are you actually trying to teach me? And I guess that's something I'm still trying to figure out.
But every day, I guess like, every day you live, it's a lesson. Now it's just when do you get the lesson, and are you paying attention to that lesson of that day?
That's deep. Yeah, that's deep.
Because
Yeah.
because like something might have happened today, but I might not notice it until next week. I'm like, oh dang, I should have did that situation 180.
Whole 180. Honestly, bro, like I don't know if it has anything to do with hard work or learning lessons. The times I've gotten the most stuff in my life or like had the best experiences were times where I just went and did something. And it wasn't about me trying to prove anything to anyone. Now, I'm not saying that's a good trait. I ain't saying that, but I'm just thinking about it. And then the times where I feel like I'm going to work every single day, I'm working hard and I'm doing this, I actually be feeling kind of not, well, it's kind of a counterbalance because it's like those are the times where I'm actually the most frustrated and angry about a lot of things. And it seems like I never get to be in certain rooms or be around certain people. And then the times where I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna go do something. Then that's how I meet people like y'all. So it's like it's like which one is better, like to just let life flow, or do you just like work really hard every day to try to be something?
Both. Yeah, it's a balance. Half of your day should be that. Half of the day should be relax. I guess. Cause we,
Yeah.
cause I guess, cause on average we spend what 12, 8 to depending on your field, 8 to 12 hours working.
Right.
And so what are you doing with the rest of your time? Are you sleeping or are you actually grinding? Guys are really out there like, oh, sorry, it
Mm,
slipped in the wrong hole. Wait, it slipped in. Did it just say it slipped in the wrong hole?
Yeah,
that's
my
funny.
buddy sent me this video on Facebook and some girl was saying that.
Oh
That's hella
wow.
funny.
He just sent me, I don't really like some people share shit too much and they sharing content. I only like it. There's like a purpose to it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that.
Honestly, I learn a lot through content. Um,
I love your content. You find the best content, man.
I appreciate it. I'm always searching
Yours
for
like
it.
expands my mind. That's the kind of stuff I like. Other people's is just, or it's like yours is just interesting and it's expanding of the mind. Other people's, it's kind of just like senseless shit that don't really appeal to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it'd be like goofy or it's like the way it's done, it doesn't even resonate.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not like I don't really care to like joke around about. I like something that like really is like. like I'm learning something on or it's insightful. Like, oh wow, that's interesting. You know what I'm saying? Type thing.
Yeah, I feel like that comes from me looking at going off what we just said. I'll look at what other people are doing, and it doesn't necessarily mean I think less of myself. I just associate it with things that I'm like or things that I want to do. So if I see a post where somebody's doing something that I want to be doing, like the old me used to like kind of get frustrated, being like that should be me. But then like I also realized like no matter how successful I get, I'm always going to have to support other. Actually, I'll be supporting other people even more. So why don't I start when I'm on my journey up, and it's only going to make it better when I go up. So that's why you'll see me
Yeah.
share different things or different types of posts, or like I'll like or it might even be types of content that I want to make myself, but I'm obviously at work or something, so I can't be doing. I don't have time, so I'll share stuff like that, and it's kind of cool because like I'll literally just get on my Snap and just see the numbers going up. The Instagram I'm still trying to work on, but the Snap and like Twitter or X, whatever, I'll just see the numbers going up. And then the YouTube thing, I just figured out like a different way to go about that because you can't really just share content on YouTube like a clip. I've been going live every day, and that's been making those numbers go up. So I don't know. I get motivated by other people. If I see somebody that is doing something like better than me or doing something that I want to do, I get motivated. I'm like, damn, that was hard. Let me share that. Boom.
When you share yourself on Instagram, like yours at the end has like the Instagram logo at the end. It goes like boo boo, and it shows
Yeah.
the Instagram logo. How do you do that?
So Instagram, I can show you. I don't know if it's gonna be clear. So Instagram has um so like if I'm scrolling and I see someone's post, you see the I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's an arrow. You hit the arrow, and then I just hit download. So I'll
Download.
yeah, I don't know when they came out with the download feature, but I use
Uh,
it because it's like, bro, the honestly, the more I support other people, I'm going to get more support myself. Sometimes I got to be the change I want to see. So I'm like, bro, let me constantly find, which this is shunned upon for some people. Some people don't like being on social media all day. I like it. I don't want to be on it all day because I like doing real life stuff too. But yeah, I love scrolling and looking for specific posts, like posts that I don't know, they just hit different. You know what I'm saying? Or I know
yeah.
what it took to make it. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Your content, you find just some like the shit. I mean, maybe because we're similar people in that aspect, we like the same things, but I think your content, you find the best shit, dude.
I appreciate it.
Nobody else on my social media is sharing the shit that I've like, man, that's tight. I like that. Or where'd you find that? Or like cool song playing, or like, like even some chick with some cool style that's good looking or whatever. Like you find the good shit, dude. You do for real. You got a good eye for that shit.
Yeah, I feel like when I do that, it it's a I feel like it increases my standards for how I want things in real life. So like let's say it is a fine girl in there, right? So like because of social media, and which some people may say this is a negative thing, I just use it for my benefit. Probably keeps me out of trouble. I'll see 1,000 hot women, but obviously there are going to be like maybe 10 or 20 that really stick out to me. And then those will be the ones I share. And
Yeah.
not saying this is a good or bad thing, but when I'm in my real life, it kind of helps me like gauge how attractive a woman is in real life.
Dude, I agree with that totally. Like I say, you know what I tell people, and I tell me this because I have some opinions that nobody else I think ever in the world's ever had. People was like, "Oh, don't follow these Instagram models." Listen to this. You should be following at least some and looking at them and be like, wow, that girl's just beautiful. Wow, that girl's so that way the girls in real life that you're actually dealing with, you don't validate them and give them more credit than they deserve because they ain't these super badass fucking chicks that you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It helps you realize that a lot of the chicks you're dealing with is like, man, she's cute, she's okay, but she ain't shit. She all right.
Yeah. And it's
She
like,
that because that's the problem. Like, dude, have you ever heard anyone ever say that?
honestly, no. And when I do hear people
Yeah,
say it, it's
yeah, you
on social
should
media.
follow some of these like truly attractive, super hot chicks with millions of followers that legitimately are really hot because that way you look at your little local little St. Louis bitches or your local little Iowa chicks or whatever city you live in, and you're like, man, these girls are just okay. And
I'm
that's the
good.
approach more guys need to have. Guys need to quit thinking that these girls are hotter than they are because they're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's like if you let people on social media talk about it, they will say it's a negative way to go about it. Cause they'll be like, don't follow, like you said, they'll be like, don't follow, you should unfollow, blah, blah, blah. Well, cool. Like I can, but like the times where I remember like 2019, right? I remember this when I wasn't on social media a lot. And I remember like I would maybe make a post every now and then. I definitely was not scrolling all day. That was not me. And I remember like I would meet girls and yeah, I kind of had that perspective. Like I would think they were like, I would get nervous talking to them because I'm thinking they like the most beautiful
Hell
girl in the
no,
world. You
bro.
know what I'm saying?
Hell
Like,
no.
and so it's like I remember like I tried to talk to this girl in Whole Foods. I'm like, I'm like
I'm
getting
good, not
nervous.
Whole Foods.
For real, like the thought of even like going up to her and talking to her, and like it's like the words wouldn't even come out, right? And I'm not saying that like what I do works for everybody, but when I did start scrolling on social media and learning, like I'm not saying the girls that are on social media are better or anything. It's just more in like gauging attractiveness, engaging like
Yes, that's the purpose of it. That way you
yeah,
don't overgauge the attractiveness of the chicks in your town. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And so now when I talk to women, like I'm out here in Iowa, like not trying to say these women are not attractive or they're not worth my time. At least now I'll know how to navigate around them because I'll see like, oh, no offense, she don't take care of her teeth like that. Like, you
Hey,
know what I'm saying?
bro,
Like,
the one of the
you know what I mean?
problem,
It could be
biggest problem
anything.
things in dating is men get over crediting girls and over thinking in their mind that these girls are more than they are. And that because that further pollutes these fucking girls and makes their egos through the roof and it fucks up real dating and real chemistry and all that shit. It's the truth. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like, so last night I went to Elevated,
Yeah.
and so this girl was talking to me. She's like, "I'm here with my friend." I'm like, "Oh, your boyfriend or your friend?" Turns out that was her man, but she still like made out with me, gave me her number, and it's like, bruh, you putting this girl on a pedestal, and she don't even care about you.
See, that's the thing
Yeah.
though. I feel like when it comes to dating, the way my experiences have gone and from learning from social media, the way I approach it now is totally different because stuff like that. If I'm with Sam and I see that a girl seems like, oh, I'm with my friend, is really her boyfriend. I'm not saying that their relationship doesn't work. I think it's like the whole trust factor. Like it's like, dang, like
But they
you
could have open look. They could have been one of those like they do their thing,
right.
have fun, and it's what it is. What it is.
Yeah, bro. I just think social media and our the American society's made girls just more bigger hoes and promiscuous than I've ever seen, bro. That's my
Huh.
opinion.
I think women are trying to compete with men, and then the problem is they can't. They don't realize that it's going to hurt them in the long run.
Because we're
Bro,
bigger,
part of a
faster,
girl, woman's
stronger. Like
job is to protect
The
their
beauty,
innocence, their femininity, their purity, their virtue. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
true.
it's just like when a woman grows older. Like they say when a woman grows older, like we have a woman who's 50, 60 years old, and you have like a woman who like looks like she's lived a clean life, a healthy life. She's preserved her youth, her innocence, her the things that made her a woman. She preserved herself, and that's how she grows into an elegant older woman. These little bops running around these days, they don't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think with the girls nowadays, I feel like I don't care that they have an inflated ego because like I work with mainly female custom I mean female
I
coworkers
just
right
don't
now.
want to tolerate any fucking disrespect. That's my
Yeah,
thing.
so that's all it is for me. I'm on the same page. Like I work with mainly females and I see how dudes be approaching them and stuff like that. And I hang out with some of these girls outside of work and I don't try to hit on them or nothing like that, even if they are interested in me. Because I'm just peeping stuff and like, yeah, the guys that put them on a pedestal, they be tolerating disrespect, they tolerate like the girl talking to them any kind of way, stuff like that. Me, on the other hand, I'm like, I may not be where I want to be, but I'm not gonna tolerate that type of behavior especially from a woman that I don't even know if I like you like that. It's like, bruh.
but like, so I saw something on social media, or TikTok maybe a day or two ago. It says a man will marry the woman that respects him over the woman he loves, and a woman will marry a man that makes her feel safe over the man she loves.
A
I can
woman
see
will
that.
marry what?
A woman will marry the man that makes her feel safe or like the
Well,
men's?
women, it depends. It's not all cut and dry, but a lot of the women, what women do these day and age, they want to just like when they're young and this and that, they want to date and fuck around with and have fun with anything that's new or appealing or fun and exciting. And then they usually eventually marry some guy that will, when they're on their decline after they fucked a bunch of dudes, that'll cater to them, give them a good life that they can control, that they can this and that, and
Mhm.
eventually they get bored of him, they get tired, and they cheat on him, they divorce him, they take some of his money. That's what they do.
Yeah, not
This day and age, not our parents' age, but this day and age, that's what they do.
yeah, not our parents. They stuck it through thick and thin, I
It
guess.
was yeah, it was more true partnership, true
I'm gonna help you with the
stay.
grind.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, that's what I've been looking for recently. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it's like I want to date a girl, but I also don't want to tolerate disrespect, so that's why I'm not dating. And also, I don't feel like I'm where I want to be in life, so that's another reason why I'm not dating. But I kind of want to date because if teamwork make the dream work is a true statement, then it'd be nice to do that. But also,
yeah, hell yeah.
regardless of me becoming successful, it's like I would have to set my mind up right now to know that like anytime my girl not with me, anything could happen. I can hope that it won't. You know what I'm saying?
I
Even if
get
she shows sign of being loyal, and that's just part of it. And it's like it's not really a good feeling, especially when you're not where you want to be. But it's like a way I like kind of had to set myself up because it's like, all right, cool. You want to like be outside and do this and do that. I get it. But this is I've built I may not have a lot, but I'm still building, but I built this much and I plan on building this much and I'm not gonna let it get ruined. You know what I mean? Like just because I
Well,
want to
women
be in a
are natural.
relationship.
They're natural destroyers. They're natural wasteful, destroying. They don't
not
like women.
wasteful, just going.
I don't think. I mean, our society, and you know me. I'll tell anybody exactly what I fucking think of anything. And I think these, at least around here, these St. Louis bitches are pathetic. And everything I see, like I see on social media, like if I looked at like anything is, I'm a dude. I like hot girls. So if I'm gonna add girls on social media, it's because they're attractive and I have sexual interest in them. But it's like most of these girls, like think about this. Look at the three of us sitting on this little call talking about different stuff and stuff. Most of these girls, like me, you could talk to me about sports, about cars, about vacation destinations, other cities. I can talk about social media. I can talk about culture. I can talk about politics. I can talk about
Girl.
business. I can talk about all this shit, music, anything. How many girls you know that could sit around and actually have real deep conversations about a couple of those topics? Very fucking few. If you know what I mean? All girls can talk about is fucking trying to sexualize themselves and look hot. So some celebrity or some ultra rich person or some famous person or some this or that hits them up and wants to fuck them. That's the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's
They
depending
bird
on what
brains.
you said they what?
That's what I see, bro.
They bird brains. How much time we got left?
3 minutes.
Oh man.
This one went by
Man, we've been
fast for
going
some
on
reason.
this one. Yeah,
Yeah, but that's because a lot of these women bird brains. They might got a degree.
absolutely.
They might have a degree in the when they in these schools and stuff
Man,
in
very few of
colleges.
these bitches have a fucking degree these days.
Oh yeah, they don't look. They don't need them because the dude with the money put on the boat, the yacht, flying her
Yeah.
out, and that's one. Like I have been to strip. Like I'm not the biggest fan of girls with OnlyFans and strip clubs. Like I have been to strip clubs, I experienced it, and I've realized that it's not for
There's
me.
a need for it in a way.
But I
Yeah,
understand, like, get to your money. Like I
That
don't
shit
mind.
wouldn't exist if there weren't dudes paying for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I always tell girls like, if dudes don't pay for it, yeah, what will you do? What will your? I asked this girl, what will you be? I don't know. So you don't know where your goals are in life.
that's deep.
So eventually, you're gonna get old enough, or that owner's gonna say, "All right, you can't strip here no more."
I
Yeah.
mean, it's the same concept with like a rinky dink job too, right? It's like you can only do that for so long. And I feel like not everybody has to have ambitions of being rich and
Yeah, but
whatever.
you know, there's all these jobs for a reason. People, somebody's got to work jobs and stuff like that, and there's no shame in good, honorable things. You know what I mean? I just don't like dishonorable or dishonorable people. You know what I mean? That are always trying to pull over on somebody to get ahead, or you know, like
True.
people who live their
Yeah.
life that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like, what are you trying to prove? Because it's like, even if you want to do something a certain way, and even whether I agree with it or not agree with it, I can only do so much. And if you communicate that with me, that'll at least let me know what decision I want to make. Versus just like fucking just doing whatever, and then when shit happens, and then I gotta fix it, it's like, bruh,
Man, that's how it be, man.
I feel you on that one. Well, this is a episode that felt like it went by too fast. So
Yeah,
maybe, yeah, maybe we'll switch it. I might switch it to more of a more podcast software for the followers and for everybody. So y'all can get longer episodes, and we got to figure out each other's schedule. So we're gonna figure that out.
yeah. We'll have some time later this week or something, fella.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for
we can
sure.
do it. Are you
For
doing the
sure.
exit or I'm doing it?
It's up to you.
It's up to you.
All right, you do it.
Okay, listen. That guy, our special guest, he might just be a regular now. It's up to you.
Yes, sir.
And we might make him the co-host also. But that is Andrew, the
Yeah, I like
man with
being
the
here, man.
plan. I am Sam T, Maybe they call me Ladies Man on Tuesday. And then the one with the curly hair, I think it's purple. What your hair right now? Purple?
It's like a brown ombre.
Brown. But that's Life A1, the Life family. But you know what to
Yes,
do.
sir.
Subscribe, to like, hit that notification button so you know when videos are dropping.
Facts.
Until next time, we'll see you.
Facts. Peace.
My brothers.
See you.
Till
See you.
next time, fellas. Till next time.
All right, you figure out how to. I forgot what to do. Oh God. All right, I'll figure it out. It'll stop in a second. Oh, there we go.